if you watch animes, please explain to me how the hell are you such a loser? I have watched anime since I was a kid. Like, I am an OG anime watcher. I watched Sailor Moon, Inuyasha, Captain Tsubasa, Detective Conan, One Piece, Dragon Ball, Shaman King, Bakugan, Digimon. I'm really deep. Like, I am an OG anime watcher. And I always find it so fascinating, like, how the like anime community, or especially like the male side, a bunch of fat losers, like creeps. Sometimes, like, when I see the things that they like be doing in the internet, I'm like, how? Like, how did you end up like that? Because we consume the same content, but how did you turn out that way? Those who watch animes know damn well what I'm talking about. Like, there's literally a genre for this type of anime watcher. They have their own wording. I think nowadays they're called weeps, or like back then they were called otakus, but like the wording always changed. Those type of anime watcher are always associated with weird stuff. They're always associated with being fat, chilling non-stop inside, having no host or girlfriend or whatsoever, watching hentais, eating junk food all day, not showering. In the gaming community, they are the equivalent to like the Discord mod guy. They are the equivalent to that guy back then that was playing World of Warcraft non-stop. And for me, it makes no sense, because the anime that I watched, I wanna put down the audio. The anime that I watched motivated me to become strong, chase for greatness, being grateful, and look sick while doing all of that. For example, one of the like character that kept me motivated over the years every single time is from Yu-Gi-Oh! Seto Kaiba. This guy went from being an orphan with no parents and a little brother to take care of, to an emperor, money printer. He rules the world. This guy turned 10 million into 10 billion or something like that in one day. From there on, this guy went on to be the biggest flex in the show. Even like every shonen character starts as like an underdog, go through all those hardships to become the big dog. And you just sit around in your home and watch those fictional characters do the exact same thing that you are supposed to be doing. And you don't get motivated by that. You don't get motivated to improve your life. You don't get motivated to go to the gym. Literally, Dragon Ball is anime about training. Like every shonen anime, their main core principle is you gotta train hard, you gotta eat right, you gotta have goals, and you gotta do everything in your life to achieve them. And you just sit there and watch those, most of the time, fictional kids, do exactly that, even though you could be doing the same. Obviously, you don't have like those superpowers or like whatever, the deep background story, but you don't need all of that. Your life could be actually a shonen protagonist anime. You are the protagonist, your life around you is the battle that you have to fight, that you need to get stronger for. This is like literally how I always approach going to the gym and how I approaching making money. I'm starting from the bottom. I have no subscriber. I was skinny, but right now I'm even a little bit more chubby or fat, I would say. I am not rich, broke. I want to escape the rat race. And my job now is to put in the work and train my ass off. Get fucking strong. Reach Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3, God, Blue, Ultra Instinct, Super Saiyan. I have to reach all of that. And you don't have any ambitions to get better. It's like, I feel like watching anime is non-stop motivation. This is like a non-stop energy source. Every time I watch a Vegeta training montage, I want to train. Every time I watch Seto Kaiba flexing, I want to make money. Every time like I watch Detective Conan, like riddle mysteries, or like be the detective, I wanted to get smarter. Every time I listen to Escanor from Seven Deadly Sin talk, I want to get jacked. We consume the same content, the same animes, and you decide to be this fucking weirdo in your room that has nothing going on for himself, just chilling, dirty, not showering, getting no host, masturbating to a hentais. And I don't mean this in a disrespectful way. I'm just saying this to like help you out. Like, at the end of the day, you gotta ask yourself, okay, if I consume this content, and like, back then, I'm telling you, animes weren't so popular as today. Back then, you actually would get laughed at for watching animes. But I didn't care. And I guess you don't care as well. But why the hell are you proving those people right by being fucking weird? Like, why prove them right by being a loser? Like, I remember there was like this one time, I was in the tram with my brother on the way to like Düsseldorf, and they have like a really strong anime community. They have like this like street that is called Japanese street or something like that. There are actually a lot of like anime stuff around that kind of block or area. And when I walked down the street with my brother, I was like actually kind of fascinated by the stores because I was actually into an anime. But every single time I encounter one of like anime's enjoyer, I looked at them and was like, I didn't even want to be in that street no more because I didn't want it to be associated with those guys. And like I remember there was like this one dude that went with us to this train station and got into the same like train where we were staying. He was cosplaying a character. I didn't know like what kind of anime they was from. But like I was like looking at him and be like, it's not even an anime convention going on or like a cosplay event or something in the city. And you just decide to like walk around like this just because. I mean, I respect the courage and all this stuff, but like the way he looked, the cosplay wasn't good. He was like scrawny, skinny, had like this weird neck look. And honestly, like the only thing he did was like his hair, and the rest, he looked like he haven't showered in like days. It was just frustrating for me. I was like, what the fuck is that? You giving us a bad rap. You giving us a bad image. The anime community is weird, yes. I feel probably I'm weird in a certain degree as well. But like, why you gotta get the weirdness on another level? You watched animes with so many cool characters, with so many deep, interesting characters, with character development, but you are not interested in developing yourself. You're not interested in like getting your own hero story, and you are not interested in going from underdog to like the big dog, the one that people look up to, trust in. You could literally do the same thing with your own life, but you decide to like go the weird route. It's like one isekai anime. Isekai basically means being reincarnated in another world, for those who don't know. Where like this like one nerdy guy was chilling inside all the time watching animes, being weird, like being a loser, being reincarnated as a wizard. It's actually a pretty popular anime. It is actually pretty good. But like the anime was like written to like make fun of the average anime watcher, because it was literally that, a loser that wishes to become an anime character in another world and live an adventure. There's like a whole plethora of like animes that actually makes fun of this archetype of anime watcher. The crazy part about it is actually true. That's so embarrassing. Why do you want to be that? Why do you decide to be that? Go watch the cool shit, the shonen stuff that actually keeps you motivated. Don't just watch it to like get entertained. I mean, obviously that's the main point of it, but like watch it and actually learn the lesson that you learned that they are trying to teach you. Naruto taught me a lot about compassion, hard work, friendship. I wouldn't say love, but I also loved, like, Naruto taught me so many things. Philosophical topics are discussed in animes in so many different ways. Like, what is the purpose of life? How much is your life worth? Like, what is your friendship worth? What is love? All of those stuff. Like, there's so many lessons that anime teaches. It's, for example, like Dragon Ball. Like, a lot of people just see the anime as like fighting and all the stuff, but OG Dragon Ball had so many deep lessons, not just about hard work, training and getting stronger, but like about friendship, character development, understanding humanity, all those lessons. What Dragon Ball really taught me is like there's always a bigger fish in the pot or the sea. No matter how strong you can get or how strong you are, there's always a bigger fish and there's always more for you to achieve. That was Dragon Ball taught me. And this theme carried through almost like every single shonen anime. And you don't get any of that? Like, you don't get motivated to do better for yourself, to achieve more for yourself, to leave something behind, to be someone? It doesn't make any sense for me. So honestly, if you watch anime, you should be jacked. If you watch anime, you should have the ambitions to make more money. If you watch anime, you should have the ambition to look your best. If you watch anime, you should have the ambitions to take care of your family, to be a great father. Or even though, honestly, the father part in animes, forget about it. But like, if you watch animes, you should be motivated to be the best version of yourself. I'm not saying this because I wanted to be a motivational speaker or something like that, but that's literally the main goal of anime. One Piece. Ruffy wants to become a pirate king. He has to go through all the hardship to become a pirate king. Same thing with Naruto. He wanted to be a Hokage. He literally had to go through all the emotional hardship to become Hokage. Get out there, use anime as a motivational source, and become the best version of yourself. Get in shape, get strong, make money, make friends, be socially active. Use anime as a fuel, use anime as your motivation, not as a source of distraction, a source of like degeneracy. With that, honestly, imagine those characters that you like to watch and hyped up so about will meet you right now and look at you. What do you think would they say? Every single time I don't feel like working out, I always ask myself, what would Vegeta say? Every single time I don't feel like making videos on training or going to work, I would say, what would Seto say? Would he say, oh nice, you need to deserve a rest? No, it would beat my shit, pause, it would beat my ass and make me do the work every single time, because this is what those characters are about. Improving yourself, becoming the big dog. Until you understand that, you will stay a weak little weep, a weirdo. But once you understand that, trust me, watching anime is actually become cool. With that being said, guys, I'll see you in the next video.